SoSo.
Hey guys, welcome to the first ever episode of Call Me SoSo. As you know, my name is Sonia aka Soso Beleza, but you can call me SoSo. Now, this episode is gonna be nice and chill. It's our first episode. We're just meeting each other for the first time. Don't let it be awkward or anything. Don't feel any type of way. I know that we're gonna be good friends. Now, before we get started, get comfy, get a blanket, get a nice drink. For me, I've got my Fanta here and I've got a cup. And in fact, let me get a blanket. So we're getting nice and comfy. In case you guys forgot how we work, let me explain to you guys one more time. I put the topic of what we're going to be discussing about on my Instagram story at Callmesosopodcast page on Instagram. And you guys send me voice notes. Now, obviously, there are rules for the voice notes. Don't send anything misogynistic. Don't send anything unsafe. Don't send anything condescend. Well, if that's your opinion. But don't send anything dangerous, Be kind, be respectful, and, have some morals. Don't send me any inappropriate thing is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So once I post the stories on my Instagram story, if I have enough voice notes, then I will delete that story so that we don't overload the inbox. And right now, I haven't really got much voice notes. As you know, we're just starting and not much people are actually aware that this podcast is taking place. So as we grow, the amounts of people that are going to be joining the discussion is also going to grow. And we are going to be having more opinions, more takes from different places and different upbringings, and it's important that at all times we always stay respectful to what everybody thinks. For voice notes, do remember that if you want them to be anonymous, just let me know at the end, okay? And they will be anonymous. Sometimes, guys, I'm going to ask you guys for more information, but it's up to you if you want to share, and I'll never ask for anything private or anything personal. Cool. So my first question for you guys was, how has everybody's week been? Now, I got a few voice notes back.
Week was interesting, it had a lot of events, but overall it was nice. Like, I had fun, I guess.
See, we love a good, interesting week, don't we? Well, I'm glad that you had an interesting week, and I'm hoping that everybody else also had a good week.
My week, it's been productive, man. All my goals I set, been able to stick to it.
Period.
So yeah, it's been a decent week. 100% lecture attendance for the week as well, man.
Hey.
So can't complain.
Guys, we love a good 100% attendance to lectures. See, with university, you don't really want to be missing out on your lectures. And I'm always so happy to hear when people say that they meet their goals that week. You set a few things you wanted to do, you meet it, you were productive. It's lovely. So I'm glad that you had a productive week. Wishing you many more productive weeks. In Jesus' name. Amen. Cool. Now, my week... How would I say my week has been? It's been quite busy, I won't lie to you guys, but I have still found time to rest. I think that's what I've been focusing on this week, trying to balance out my working and resting, because I find that when I work so much, I get so stressed up and I just kind of crash. And I didn't really want that to be the same this week. So this week, I was more so focused on how to take a break. I had nearly forgotten how to take breaks. I watched a few movies, I ordered a few takeouts this week, I really let loose this week. But apart from that, it was still productive, I still got some things done, and here we are, we're filming this episode. So I would say it's been a good week. Guys, there's been so many things going around recently. I was watching Madam Joyce's podcast and she was talking about a TikTok story that I had seen a few weeks before. Let me tell you what happened here. This girl, she just got a job interview, right? And I think she got a new job or she got some kind of promotion or something like that. And she told her friends, of course she was expecting her friends to be happy, like, oh my gosh, you got a new job, like, you know, your friend should be happy for you. Well, her friend was like, you know what, let's go out to celebrate. Now they go to whatever restaurant or bar it is. I didn't see the story in depth, but they go to whatever restaurant or bar it is, and they buy like food, they buy some drinks. And I think in the original story, I saw that it was a few friends. So it wasn't just two people out together, it was a few friends. So now the celebration girl, she goes up to go to the bathroom, and the jealous friend puts something in her drink. Now, when she comes back from the bathroom, she finds out she finds out from this man that was watching. The man pulls her to the side, and the man was like, "Oh my gosh, don't drink that drink. I saw one of your friends put something in it." So now she goes back to the table. She's all shocked, like in her head, she's probably thinking, "How can my own friend put something in my drink?" She goes back to the table, and apparently the girl was trying to hype her, like, "Oh yeah, like let's take some drinks, like we're celebrating." And she was like, "Nope, I'm not drinking this." And then some of the other friends must have been like, like, what's going on? She was like, "There was a man that I saw that said you put something in the drink." So now that girl's like, "No, I would not put anything in the drink." The friends are probably thinking like, "Yeah, no, you're crazy. How can you accuse somebody of doing that?" But then they say, "Okay, you know what? If it's not true, you drink the drink." So they gave it to the person who put something in the drink, and they said, "Drink the drink." And guys, the girl had the audacity to not want to drink this drink, bro. She was like, "No, I'm not drinking this drink. I'm not drinking this drink. I'm not drinking this drink." Until she admitted that indeed she had put something in the drink. Now, that was crazy to me. Nah, wrong. I don't even know. It just goes to show how important it is to not ignore red flags, no matter how much you trust or love a person. But for this one, I'm actually going to call my mum so we can discuss it. Hi, Mom.
Hiya.
Hey, we're filming.
Okay.
Yes, and we're actually just talking about I told you a story the other day about a girl that put something in her friend's drink because she was jealous that her friend was getting all the celebrations and getting all the good and getting all the good job promotions. What do you think?
That was a wicked act anyway on the part of that friend who decided to put something in her friend's drink. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Reason for us to be very, very careful and not to be all trusty, or trusting anyone or everyone. You know me as a person. I don't believe in trusting people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? There's nothing wrong in sharing your joy or your wins with friends. But you need to be careful as you begin to encounter such positive things in your life. Habits are very, very unpredictable. A friend that you think was going to be a very supportive person or be happy with your achievements may turn out not to be that person that you expect them to be. Then I would want to use that as an opportunity to sound a warning. Okay, so when you go out with people, be careful not to leave behind your drinks or food. Okay, be careful not to do that too. Endeavor to save yourself if possible. Okay, at all times, and be very, very, very careful. Honestly, so that you don't become so vulnerable and then get yourself hurt.
You know what it is, yeah? Usually people would say don't leave your drinks in parties, right? And that's because they fear getting spikes by people who are not their friends. But nobody would have ever thought to themselves that my drink or my food is not safe around my friend.
Okay, now I need you to understand that friends are the ones you should even be careful about. It will be hard for that. It will be very difficult for someone who is not a friend, who is an enemy, to come and have the opportunity or let me say, to have the opportunity or the chance to be to even be where your drink is.
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
a friend.
True. You would never let an enemy around your drink. It's true.
No, you will naturally not leave your drink when you see an enemy. But you are free to leave it when you see a friend. So before you can say I got disappointed by someone, it's because you trusted that person. It's only a friend that can disappoint you. It's only someone that you trust in that can disappoint you. If you don't trust someone, however they treat you, it's just going to be expected or normal anyway. I expect an enemy to give me a slap.
Hey.
I don't expect my best friend to give me a slap, just like that. So you find out that it's even safer. You are even safer around enemies. Because ordinarily, you're able to already take care. You're able to already be careful, knowing that the people around me don't like me.
Yeah, it's
okay.
true.
So, but so it's different from when you're in the midst of people whom you love and think they love you.
But do you know what it is, yeah? When it comes to my friends, like me personally, my friends, my family, a win for them is a win for the whole team. Like, if my friend came back today and said she got like a first class or she got a new job, right? I would be happy because a win for her is a win for the team. Like, there can't only be one successful person in a friendship group. I want a friendship group full of successful people. Do you get? So even if no one else is successful and one person starts becoming successful, it's more so to me that, okay, we're all getting somewhere. We're breaking patterns and we're making waves.
Yes, you're right. Realize that when you're saying it, you're saying, for me, that's what I would want. For me, that's what I would want. Okay, so everyone is not you. Okay, you are you and they are them. So having said that, it is not every friend that's bad or envious or jealous or bad or wicked. No, it's not every single friend. But how do we really, really know the heart of people? It's hard. We can't know the heart of people. We can only judge them by their fruits.
It's true.
We can only judge them by what we see them do, how we see them act. So one important thing that you need to have is when you are having friends or making friends, endeavor to be mindful of red flags. Things that can make you think, this person, why is he reacting like this? Don't just ideally just be looking out for red flags everywhere. But when things happen, be mindful enough to say, why must this my friend have acted this way? But how we all react matters. It even happens among siblings, not even just friends.
I've heard that one before.
Yes, even in the family, isn't it? Even the Bible did say that the mass enemy are members of his household.
Chai. Think about Cain and Abel even.
Yeah. It's just there in the nature of man. So you got to be very, very careful about how you open up your achievements and your wins in life. You've got to be careful about it. It's not everything like that you have to be mouthy about, or that you have to. And
keep
even
some
when you're
private.
passing the information, you got to be careful not to be boastful. So as much as possible too, if you can pull them along, encourage them to also.
No, I always tell my friends, like if I reach any kind of height or like if I make a new achievement, I will always try and take them with me. Like if they want me to teach them something, I got them. If they want me to introduce them to someone, I got them. Like, do you get?
Yes.
And hopefully, like my friends will do the same for me.
Yeah. That's a very good thing to do. Okay. Sometimes it may just be an information that they require to help them move to the next step, or it may be some kind of encouragement that they need.
Yeah.
Or it may just be some kind of support in maybe in even physical or any resources that they need assistance with.
Yeah, like
as long as they are open to it. There's no reason to be envious of anyone. As long as if you try, you also have a great potential that you can unleash. So what is the point of being envious about someone? There should be competition whatsoever.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mom. Like that was actually really insightful. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
There.
Bye.
Wow. Yeah, guys. When it comes to friends, like, you have to be careful. But when you have a solid, good friend, trust me, I don't think there's anything more that you need. Okay, cool. Now on to the next topic here. Have you guys seen that interview There was this interview. I've heard about Malachi from South. And yeah, so there was a girl that shouted out this boy for, doing something inappropriate. And the whole entire of like the young UK people like got onto him. So the girl, she was invited to an interview, and snippets were recently released of the interview, and it wasn't what we expected. It turns out that the interviewer was actually a bit judgmental, and they ended up getting into an argument. So I'm gonna call my cousin Zane and let's talk about it. Hi Zane.
Hi.
Wait, did
I
you
thought
watch
you went to charge your camera.
Oh no, I have like 5 batteries on standby, so I literally just changed the one.
Oh.
Bro. Did you watch the interview?
I did.
What do
I
you
don't
think?
want it to seem like I'm on the interviewer's side.
Well, it's fine. Not everybody's gonna have the same opinion anyway. Are you on the interviewer side? Why do you think she was in the right?
Well, I'm not on anybody's side, but I kind of see like where it went left. I don't think like she was trying to be rude in any way. Like I think she was just being
Like straightforward.
like straightforward. Because I think the question that made the girl start going off was when the interviewer was like, "Don't you have any shame?"
To ask somebody, don't you have any shame is crazy. Like, to ask somebody, don't you have any shame? Yeah. Like, even if there was no passive aggressiveness before, after they ask you that, it's confirmed that they have vendetta against you.
Well, but like considering what she does online, it's kind of like a valid question.
No,
Like,
but don't you have any shame? I know, but also the interviewer is our culture.
Yeah.
So we know what that means.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I feel like she could have probably worded it differently.
how would you have worded it?
It was a valid question, so
To be honest, yeah, if I was gonna word that kind of question in a non-judgmental way, I would literally, in my heart, have to not be judging them in the first place. I would literally probably be like, and how do you feel about it in terms of like the reputation that people have? Do you understand?
yeah.
I would never, if I ever sit down and outright ask somebody, do you not have any shame? Trust me, I'm coming at them. Do you know what? I just felt like it was, why even bring her on the show in the first place?
Isn't that how social media works in general? Like anybody that has a buzz, a quick interview would be good because then it'll get a lot of views.
Imagine, right, a young person is in S work. Shouldn't they be a bit more protected and shielded? Imagine now, yeah, you've called her to talk about all of this and you're judging her on top in front of the whole internet who is going to be judging her as well.
Yeah.
Why? I feel like sometimes, yeah, we don't sit down and just think about our actions, how they're going to affect people and what we're doing to them. And it's probably just like, oh, let's get the views, let's get likes. We actually need to sit down and think about how is this going to impact this person when they leave here. Do you think the Malachi is made up?
Carla, I do think he's real. But like she said, he told her not to reveal his identity. So
she's so nice for that, to be honest.
She is.
She's so nice for that.
She didn't expect it to
blow.
to go as big, yeah, like a certain level. She was like, oh nah, she's not gonna reveal his identity because he probably doesn't have tough skin like she does, according to her.
You know, like how many people would have just revealed his identity, whether it was for the views or just for fun, or even out of hatred that he didn't pay or he didn't do his part of the deal. Nah, bro.
Because he was telling his friends about it. Because that was like the main topic.
Or that he was telling his friends.
Yeah.
I've heard of that happening before. I've heard of like boys going around telling their friends that they did something with a girl. And I think I went on her page, yeah, and she said she didn't even do what he was telling his friends they did.
He was lying.
Basically. Why lie? Why flipping lie?
I honestly don't know why. Maybe just to seem cool or something. I don't know.
To seem cool. You know, that could have ruined her reputation where she's from. Like, a lot of people don't even realize that. Like, her getting big with the one that she said online is luck. For a lot of people, yeah, their reputations are just ruined locally. Back in secondary school, right, few girls would be exposed that, oh, like, their nudes are circulating and this is what they did. And it ruined them socially. Even though, like, at that point, we should have actually been looking at the guys thinking, why the heck would you expose somebody?
Never think about repercussions that could affect somebody's life.
And this
that's the whole thing about just bullying in general and spreading false information.
Yeah. This is actually the first time that I'm seeing it the other way around, like backfire so badly.
If it does not affect her, then obviously there's nothing that you could say that will make her feel some type of way. Like, even from the interview, calling her a prostitute, like, it didn't even faze her. She even accepted the fact that, okay, she's a part-time prostitute.
But my question is, why did the interviewer want her to feel a type of way? Why do you want her to feel bad? Like why would you want to willingly make another woman feel bad and terrible about herself?
Yeah.
Knowing that she's probably doing something that she wouldn't do if she had another option. And a lot of people are like, oh, go and get a job. Saying, bro, I've applied to McDonald's before. I've applied to jobs and they did not even...
When did you apply to McDonald's?
Bro, I applied to McDonald's like 2 years ago with our other cousin.
Okay.
Bro, both of us didn't get accepted. In fact, even the time frame that they were saying that they'll get back to us, somebody wouldn't have money in that whole entire time frame.
Literally.
Like, a person would be dry broke in that whole entire time frame. If not, yeah, that, like, I live in a place where, oh, if I really need something, I'll call mom, I'll call dad. Do you get?
Yeah.
Not all people have that kind of luxury. And even though, like, the kind of work she's doing is not good, for some people, that's their only option.
But I don't think she's even, like, a full-time prostitute. Like, what she did would probably be termed prostitution, but it doesn't mean she is a prostitute.
Yeah, so even trying to push that narrative with the interviewer not knowing the full story and not knowing if she's actually into that. Like, the interviewer doesn't know what's going on.
Nope.
I heard one girl on TikTok live, yeah, she was saying how, like, maybe age does have something to do with it. That the fact that the interviewer's a bit older means that she might not be as connected to this generation to be able to understand. What do you think?
She probably swear to you that that's not the case, because you know how she probably think like, oh, like, she's 30, she's not 31, she's not that old, blah blah blah. But I don't know, like, I actually don't know. What do you think?
I don't even think that 31 is old like that.
31 is not old.
And I have some older people that I can speak to about different kind of things, and they would at least, like, try to research it to give me advice, and they would always acknowledge that, yeah, we're not from the same generation, so this advice might not be the most current, but this is what I can tell you from experience. But the way that woman was acting was like one of those African aunties. They won't even hear you out. They already have a mindset.
Slowly turning into one.
Chai. We all need to be a bit more self-aware and careful as we grow, so that we don't end up judging and pushing away the little ones as they come to us for advice and stuff. That interview would have been a good moment to see how maybe they can help the girl.
Yeah,
so that she doesn't have to do.
She says she lives alone. I don't know how true that is.
She lives alone, and imagine being 18 and lives alone. You don't know what she's going through.
They can go to school, like she said.
This is a reminder, guys. Don't be judging people. You don't know what they're going through. Because a lot of people might even judge her, but they don't know what they would do if they were in that situation.
Exactly. Don't judge people, guys.
Don't judge people. I think that's the major takeaway here.
Don't judge people. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Don't you know, I think it's South Africa. Don't judge people. Life is like rice.
Eh?
You don't know? Okay, don't worry.
Okay, send this to me. Send it to me, so I'll listen to it. Now everyone is flaming the interviewer, saying that she met her match and that she got what she was
I think
dishing out.
everybody should take it easy on the interview as well.
Like you said, yeah, she might just have been straightforward, because I know that not everybody has the same facial expressions and the same tone of voice when they say certain things, and maybe it came across in a way that she didn't mean for it to come across. It's just that generally when you make those kind of facial expressions and you speak in that kind of tone, it's associated with being bitchy.
She literally called her that word. She was like, I could tell you would be in
in school. No, but truly, that's the kind of attitude that the rude people in school had. That's the thing. So even if maybe she didn't want it to come across that way, that's 100% came across that way.
But at the same time, like, not everybody's the same. Some people are judgmental and some people are kind of like empathetic. So probably just depends on like the interviewer. This one, she was definitely judgmental and probably like straightforward, and she probably had like her bias against the girl.
But the thing is, yeah, like if you're gonna be an interviewer in the public space, you shouldn't really be having bias. Do you get?
Yeah.
You can't really have a bias. Or maybe you think that like everybody in the comments is going to agree with you and they're going to have that bias. But now the focus has even changed from what the girl was doing to the interviewer's attitude. Do you understand? Like, at that point, like, I don't think you can go into an interview with that kind of judgment already. Yeah. Otherwise, maybe like it's not interviewing that should be meant to. Do you get? I just feel like for that job description, maybe you shouldn't be so judgmental.
Just maybe.
But so yeah. Yeah, no, because that interview was something. Yeah, but I'm glad that she stood up for herself. It's safe to do so. I must always say something, unless like something in my mind is telling me, this is not something you need to reply to. But yeah.
Goodbye.
Oh yeah, I'll call you later for the relationship one.
Okay.
The main topic today is actually relationships, but the part of relationships that we're gonna be diving into is the case of best friends. So the question is, if you have a boyfriend, can he have a girl best friend? And if you have a girlfriend, can she have a boy best friend? If yes, if no, then why? So we've got our first answer.
I'm just going to speak in general. Let's say I meet a guy and he's already like best friends with this girl. I'm never going to make him cut her off. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not right from my side. But he has to introduce me to her. You know, like we need to get along, otherwise it's going to be tough. But also if I then see weird little things from the girl, like for example, when I met a girl best friend, I could tell she was actually into him. So as long as I don't see any weird signals, then it's fine. He can have a best friend. But also I'd expect...
Guys, the weird signals thing is so rude. If you meet a best friend, right? If you meet your girlfriend or boyfriend's best friend from the opposite gender and you start seeing weird signals, there is probably something going on, probably some history, or they might like them. But it's not always the case, so generalizing is not always the best idea.
Guy to not meet up with her by himself, in a sense. Like, they might have done that before we got together, but then once we're actually boyfriend girlfriend, I wouldn't like if he was with a girl, even if it was a best friend, by himself.
Guys, do you know what? Yeah, I think that even goes more into the discussion of boundaries. That when you do get a girlfriend, right? Maybe you should set some boundaries with your girl best friend so that your girlfriend doesn't feel like, you know, so that things don't start getting weird.
So yeah, long story short, I don't think it's right for a girl to make him cut her off straight away. But any weird signals or anything where I feel uncomfortable, a girl feels uncomfortable, they should be able to speak to the man about it, and he should be able to do something about that too.
Yeah, that's true. And it also depends on how seriously he takes the relationship. Well, people that I know personally are dating to marry. So it's just like, if that's the person you say you want to marry, and they say that they're uncomfortable with this certain thing, and you don't do anything about it, then maybe you're not as serious about them as you think you are. Oh my gosh. All right, cool. So the question today, Zane, is we're talking about relationships, but in the case of best friends. So I've just played for everybody a voice note from one of my other friends that just talks about how once you have a girlfriend as a boy, right? You just need to set some boundaries with your girl best friend. What do you think about that? If you had a girlfriend that was not happy with your girl best friend, what would you do?
I would say yeah, you should probably set boundaries, but I wouldn't say you should cut the girl best friend off, because that's unfair to like the girl best friend.
To be honest, because a lot of things that people have said in the past is that if that girl was to break up with the boy, right, then the girl best friend would still be there. But a lot of people also don't get along with said girl best friend, and it makes them uncomfortable. And at the same time, it's like, if you're trying to pursue something serious with this person, but one of your friendships is making them uncomfortable, then what do you do?
I don't know, because it really wouldn't be fair to cut off the girl best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be a thing where she understands that it's just a friendship thing.
Okay, let's spin the question. If your girl had a boy best friend, how would you feel?
Depends on depends on how he looks.
No,
I don't know. It depends. Depends on so it depends on how far back the friendship is as well. Like, if they've been friends since like primary or nursery, then it really wouldn't make sense for me to destroy that friendship now.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, because best friends are serious.
Best friend is serious, you know.
Friendship is serious.
Mm-hmm. Like, this is not close friend. This is best friend. Like, they probably hang out at each other's houses every day. Like, one thing that someone has said before is like, imagine, you're the girlfriend. Now you just walk into your boyfriend's room and his girl best friend's already sat there.
Exactly.
Like, even though they might not have been doing anything, it will definitely make her feel a type of way. Me personally, if a guy has a girl best friend, I probably wouldn't be going for him in the first place. Just because I know that I want to be my guy's best friend. Do you get it? So I personally wouldn't be going for him. But then if I did find myself in a situation where he had a girl best friend, like my friend in the first voice note that I played for them said, I would want to be introduced and I'd want to kind of get to know her, know her vibe. So if there's anything like underlying passive aggressiveness towards me, then in my head, I already know what's up.
Yeah.
So for you, is it a no that your girl can have a guy best friend? Or is it it depends? Or is it a definitely yes, they can have one?
I think it's an it depends.
It depends.
It's an independent stroke, yes.
I think if it's me, I think that if I was already dating him and then they became best friends, I wouldn't like that.
As well, yeah.
Because it's like, you mean that when you were with me, you had time to be getting close to somebody else.
If there was friends before me and there was like literally no sexual tension between them, then that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if there was friends before me, but there's like a little bit of like tension between them, but they just don't know, but they wanted to keep you on like a friendship thing, then it's kind of like a no.
What about people that they've had a past, now they no longer like each other, and now they're just extremely, extremely close friends?
No, sorry.
No, but they haven't done anything since then. It could have been years.
No.
Comment down below. What conditions would you allow your significant other to have a best friend of the opposite sex? Okay. Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Zane.
You're welcome.
Alright, cool. See you later. Guys. So the topics today, they've been quite interesting. I'm not gonna tell you lies. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys know this week's must-haves. This week's must-have is something that I've been trying out. I don't recommend that you buy it yet because I've only been using it for a week. And also, like, this is not a promo. This is literally just my product of the week. So, this week's must-have is pre and probiotics, but the gummy version. If you're watching this on video, then you can see like it's pink and it's cute. So I found out last week that pre and probiotics help down there to maintain the pH balance. They said that it's just like a good preventative measure for all of those kind of, bad symptoms. But you can also find it in things like kombucha, yogurt, and like sauerkraut. I think I heard from a dietitian. My mom's a dietitian, so she'd be able to say better. But yeah, that's my must-have this week. I've just been trying it out. I've been trying to see like, does it actually do anything? Does it actually, do anything? Okay, cool. Now, without further ado, I'm going to give you guys positive affirmations for the next 2 weeks. And I say 2 weeks because this podcast comes out roughly every 2 weeks. So twice a month. So, are you ready? This week's affirmations. I am confident. I am beautiful inside and outside. I am unique and special. I am authentically myself. Somebody somewhere might find that useful. If you keep telling yourself these good things about yourself every day, then even if that's not your reality, then one day it might just become it. And I would hope that at least one person from here has enjoyed the conversation, has found it useful. Maybe it might be a breakaway from reality, or you might just want to, get involved in a nice convo or see what other people have to think about the topics that we've discussed today. But also take these affirmations and just repeat them throughout the week. I am confident. I am beautiful inside and outside. I am unique and special. I am authentically myself. I think if we could become those things, that would be such a game changer, If you guys have any positive affirmations that you've used in the previous week, put them down in the comments below so that somebody can benefit from them. Okay, now thanks guys for tuning in. I actually really enjoyed this call. Now stay tuned because I will be calling you again. And follow my socials for updates. Leave a review if you're listening to this on Spotify. Comment down your opinions and I will try my best to reply to everything. And I will see you all soon. Love you all. Mwah.